This is Monument Grill's Eminence 425. It runs about $750. It's got 4 burners, 60,000 BTUs total, plus a side burner, and the total cooking area is about 680 square inches, while the primary cooking area is 510 square inches. Warming rack is about 170. You can fit about 28 burgers on this thing. And today I'm going to tell you exactly why I love this thing, and you can't beat the color on this thing. Absolutely love that. So again, this is the Eminence 425 from Monument Grills. The grates are porcelain coated cast iron, which is what you want for good heat retention and sear marks. This whole thing is stainless steel construction, and I mean, it feels solid and not flimsy at all. And I really like the color. It's that silky matte black finish, and it looks super clean. It probably doesn't even do justice on the camera. It weighs about 125 pounds, but still super easy to move around with the casters are included with the Eminence 425. It's about 58 inches wide, 24 inches deep, and then about 48 inches or so tall. Unboxing it myself, setup took about an hour. It does come with 2 boxes compared to the Eminence 415, which I do have a video on. I will link wherever that link is right here. Like I said, it does come with 2 boxes. It's pretty simple to put forward. One box is pretty much the grill itself and the other components. The video was easy to follow and the instructions were super easy to follow. So again, not a hassle there. Just like the 415BZ, this thing lights up lightning quick, like super fast. I even timed it. It got up to 700 degrees in about 10 minutes. I mean, that's quick for really any grill. The nice thing is you're not waiting forever to cook. You can just get started within 10 minutes. That's the worst thing about some of these grills, that they take forever to get up to heat, but this one, no issues whatsoever. And just like the 415BZ, these knobs do light up. They got the power button right here. It's powered by batteries. Basically, all you do is push this button, like the igniter, illuminates these LED lights. It's got 3 colors on there. So white is basically not in use. Red is high temp, and then orange is like your lower range on the temp on the knobs, which is super useful for when you're checking temps. You just want to make sure you confirm that you put it on the right temp, or when you forget to turn them off, you just at least have an indicator that you turn it off, you have it at the right temp. So those have been super useful, but also just makes it look really nice. Just gives you that nice premium look. Now this one's a little different. You can tell there's no clear view lid on the lid itself. That doesn't bother me personally, because just in general, I'm used to not having a lid, but it is kind of nice to have that lid. That was pretty nice. So on this thing, I've done steak, I've done burgers, I've done hot dogs, I've done brats, pretty much everything you can think of, I've launched on this grill. Everything cooks really well, super even. Those cast iron grates get hot and they stay hot. So you get excellent sear marks, like I said earlier, like really good ones. The kind that honestly kind of looks professional, especially for a guy like me. The heat distribution is even across all 4 burners. There's no weird hot spots or cold zones. You can set up different temp zones too if you want. Crank up 2 burners high, keep 2 lower. Just gives you just a little bit of flexibility there. Even when I was filming and I basically had the lid open constantly, it still cooked everything really evenly. Now again, the side burner on the Monument grills are never decoration. They always work extremely well. And I've used this thing a lot more than I've ever thought I would use something like this. Again, it's not just decoration like, you know, some other grills can be. And again, they thought of everything. The cleanup on this is super easy. They got a drip pan that is accessible when you fold down the flap in the back. You can pull that out, clean the drip tray extremely well, dump everything, put it back. It takes like 30 seconds to do all that. I've had grills where getting to the drip pan was a pain. This one is not. So like I said, everything feels super solid on this. Nothing feels cheap, everything feels premium. This is their entry line to the Eminence line, surprisingly, because this is already a great grill in itself, and I can't wait to get my hands on the more premium options that they have in the Eminence line. The cabinet doors are super thick, they're easy to open. You can tell they got premium materials with that. The ignition works every time. I've never had an issue with that. And before they even send these out, they've tested it over 100,000 times. So you know that the ignition system works on these Monument grills. Like any other grill, there's a temperature gauge on the front, on the lid. What's nice is the fully enclosed cabinet underneath, unlike the 415BZ, which did not have a fully enclosed, so you kind of had to put a cover over. I still recommend putting covers on all your grills, but at least this one you can put your stainless steel pans or whatever you want to put and store them and know that at least you're going to have that little bit of coverage. Again, still recommend that you buy a Monument Grill cover for them. The lockable casters, again, keeps everything solid so it's not moving around, stays in one spot. So it is nice to have lockable casters, as most grills probably should have anyways. The grease management is still extremely well on this one. It basically channels everything to the drip pan, so you're not getting grease everywhere. And the flame tamers on these are all stainless steel, which helps with heat distribution, and it cuts down on the hot spots. And the whole back wall is sealed tight, so heat stays where it should be. So all in all, for 750 bucks, this is a super solid grill for the entry line on the Eminence grills. It's definitely built to last for a few years, and again, the color just can't stop looking at it. Size-wise, it's definitely bigger than the 415BZ, but I almost like having that bigger feel, just feels more premium to me. The 60,000 BTUs is plenty of heat for what most people use their grills for. It gets hot enough, fast enough. I mean, for the price, you're getting features that usually cost more in other grills. The cast iron grates, the color indicators, the easy drip pan access, the solid construction, infrared burner system, it all adds up to a really good value. Now again, I've been comparing this to the other grill that I have a video on, the 415BZ. So let's talk about a little bit about that and comparing the two, because the 415BZ is under 500 bucks, where this one is obviously above 500 bucks at 750 bucks. So let's compare the two. So again, like I said, the 415BZ is under the price of the Eminence 425. The cooking area is smaller. It has the same 4-burner system, but less BTU. The only thing that the 415BZ has is that sear zone, but I didn't have any issues at all with the Eminence getting these sear marks on my steak. One of the big differences is the Eminence 425 has infrared burners, which the 415BZ does not. And the tricolor indicators is on the Eminence, while the BZ only has 2 colors, so if that's a big deal for you, you never know. All that aside, the 415BZ is still a great grill, and I've used it still alongside the 425 here. I've absolutely loved both grills. You got some pros and cons. I still like the Clearview lid on the 415BZ, but again, I mean, you can't compete with the color here. And it's not like you haven't had a grill without the Clearview lid before. So both kind of have their different values and different price ranges, and different demographics for those who are looking to invest in a grill. Obviously, this one's more premium, while the 415BZ is still kind of in that premium entry level, but they both have their place. Again, I did do a review, so I'm going to link that here at the end of the video. Make sure you watch that. This is the Eminence 425 for Monument Grills. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.